Um, yes, I think I alluded to that fact earlier on, and the only way the system is going to work will be for us to also make the system work by patronizing, the system. Um, the We are also in a democracy. You live in a free country, so you cannot really compel, public servants because they are public servants to use, public hospitals or send their children to public schools. I think our responsibility is to ensure that civil servants are not living above their means, they are not living above their income. And even to be able to do that effectively, you also need the support of all Nigerians. Code of Conduct Bureau has less than 900 staff to monitor, public officials and servants all over the country. We have 774 local governments. So with less than 900 staff, it means that we have an average of maybe one staff to monitor an entire local government. So to do the job effectively, Nigerians will also have to know that to be willing to contribute we all have to become whistleblowers because because those public resources which are being put in the hands of public officials are our resources. So we all have to join Code of Conduct Bureau in monitoring the utilization and application of those resources, and where they are not being applied as stipulated, then they should also be willing to blow the whistle. So it's not, I think part of the problem is as to say this is government out there, and we are here. So either AFCC or ICPC or Code of Conduct Bureau, we cannot do the job alone. We need the support of all Nigerians. To give us the information, to let us know that a public official is living above his or her means, to let us know that when we have those informations, if we are not also doing the job as expected, they also have the duty and responsibility to also blow the whistle on us.
So it is, yes. Just before we let you go, how is the whistleblower protected?
For now, whistleblowers are not really protected. We don't even have a law. We don't have a law that protects, whistleblowers. We are just hoping that if you are doing it, you're doing it out of patriotism. But hopefully, there are bills before the National Assembly to protect whistleblowers. And protecting whistleblowers is a very difficult thing to do all over the world, and it's not just peculiar to Nigeria. But again, I agree with you that we need to have a legislation that will protect whistleblowers so that they're able to come out effectively and let Nigerians know what is happening.
Okay. Thank you very
much.
The
process is ongoing, and with new government coming in, who is committed to controlling and fighting corruptions, we hope that the 8th National Assembly will be able to expedite action on the whistleblower bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adebo. Now back to the studio. I need to hear your parting shots because we've got to go now. Your last word in one sentence, if possible.
Don't cut off the expectations of Nigerians. This administration is being charged. This is such a historical moment for us. It's this is, I think, as historical as probably as 1960, 1st of October 1960. Or when, yes, for me, emotionally, this is probably as critical as 1st of October 1960. They shouldn't please jettison the expectations of Nigerians in the midst of political navigations and, all the other things. And exactly all the other things that end up being the malice of Nigeria.
Okay. Mr. Ladner, your last
I think, yes, we've hit the reset button, and this is an opportunity to remake Nigeria. But there's something else that's important. I think the leadership of the president-elect and his vice president, high integrity quotient to be sure. So we're expecting a high moral, ethical, value-led leadership. But something else that has been missing that I think we haven't done is that in all of the governments, no government has actually asked Nigerians what Nigerians want to do or can't do for Nigeria, right? We've all outsourced this thing upwards. We've more or less, delegated it upwards to our leaders, right? I want our leaders, this new government, to engage Nigerians in a one-on-one, in whichever way or shape or form that comes, and ask Nigerians very simply that I, as your leader, will do what is right for the Commonwealth. What I expect you as a Nigerian citizen is that every turn of your social, personal, public, private engagement is to do the right thing. If I give you my commitment that I will do what is right for the Commonwealth, and you collect that you will do the right thing at every turn, and it's not just in the public sphere, it's in our own private lives, then collectively we can make Nigeria much better. If we fail to do that, the consequences are for all of us to bear, right? The system will collapse.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ladner.
My pleasure.
Thank you. That was a very interesting conversation we've had with Mr. Ademola Adebo, who's Commissioner, Code of Conduct Bureau, who joined us from our studio in Abuja. Thank you very much. As well as Mr. Tunji Ladner, Public Policy Analyst, and Ms. Omobolaji Oduwole, Public Communications Analyst. Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Sunrise will return in just a moment with yet another interesting conversation. Make sure you're part of it.